The new travel regulations came into force at midnight. The rules are designed to give holidaymakers who book through online travel agents the same safeguards as traditional package holidays. But will the new rules work, and could the cost of holidays increase as a result? Well, let's talk to Simon Calder. He's the Independent's travel editor and he's in our London newsroom for us. Who knew that if you booked through online agencies, you didn't have the same protection, Simon?
Well, unfortunately, a lot of people find out the hard way. For example, I've just been talking to a couple who were out in Croatia last week. They turned up at their hotel, which they booked through an online travel agent, to find that it had been closed since Christmas. Help! What are you going to do? They said to the travel company. Travel company said, should have read your terms and conditions. Nothing to do with us. We're just a booking platform. Have a word with the hotel. See what you can sort out. And don't come running to us for compensation or help. That all changes now. The rule is, if it looks like a package holiday, so you go onto an online site and it says buy a cheap holiday from us, then it has to come with gold-plated package holiday protection, which means that anything from when you turn up at the airport and there's an air traffic control strike and your flight doesn't go but your hotel's waiting, or indeed your hotel turns out to be a 2-star, not a 4-star, then the company that sold it to you has to sort it out.
Great, except there's always a loophole.
Oh, there is, and this is something called linked travel arrangements, and they basically say, well, it's pretty much the same as it was up until yesterday. If an online agent says to you, Christian, here we are, book your hotel on this website, give us your credit card details, etc. Oh, and now go and book the flight over here, a separate transaction, then you don't have the usual protection. It has to be bought in a single transaction. And interestingly, I've been looking at how the companies are complying this morning. Most of them seem to be doing pretty well. On the beach, being very straightforward, yeah, we'll give you package holiday protection. Travel Republic saying, well, we don't really like it very much, but we'll give you package holiday protection. And then one company completely ignoring the new rules and saying, no, your contract is with other people, we don't have any other responsibility for you. That is completely unsustainable in law. If you book a holiday through them in a single transaction, they can't hide behind their terms and conditions anymore.
OK, I'm going to put some viewers' questions to you. Laura has emailed in. She says, the language is confusing. Does it come down to the terms and conditions of the booking to see if it explicitly says this is a package?
The rules are terribly, terribly confusing. You've got the law itself, which I've ploughed through. You've then got individual travel companies' terms and conditions. But basically, it's as simple as this. You book flights and accommodation and perhaps a rental car in a single transaction. You can be guaranteed package holiday protection.
Gary says, I bought a flight-only deal. I'm currently facing a 25-hour delay. I'm not getting any help from the airline. Who do I call?
Well, if you've just got a flight only, you're kind of on your own. You've got the European air passenger rights rules, which basically say the airline has to find you a hotel and provide meals until it can get you where you need to be, possibly buying a flight on another airline. We've seen some terrible delays so far this summer, and we've also seen lots of airlines failing to comply. All you can do is, if you need to find your own hotel, pay for that, keep all the receipts, and then claim back from the airline. But it's a nightmare.
It's a good point Gary raises, because Bruce has also asked, why is it that there is no ATOL protection for flight-only bookings?
Bruce is quite right. For most flight-only deals, you don't get ATOL protection, and that's because the government sort of seems to take the view that there's always another way of claiming back the money. Not necessarily your insurance, but very typically a credit card company, as we found with the Monarch collapse last October. They will pay you back. And if you did have ATOL protection, Bruce, then you would be paying an extra £2.50, which on top of a sort of £30 or £40 ticket from a low-cost airline is actually quite a significant amount.
Simon, always lovely to see you. Thanks for your thoughts.